Magandang araw. So for today, we will create our first Java program. So for us to do that, we have to be familiar with our IDE or Integrated Development Environment, which we have installed on the previous lecture, and that is our Netbeans IDE. So let's open our Netbeans IDE, and we will create now our first program. So on the upper part, let's click File and select New Project. By default, under Categories, the Java folder is selected, and under the Projects, Java Application is also selected. So we will now click Next, and we have a dialog box asking for our project name. So remember guys that your project name is linked with your main class. So for example, if I change my project name, such as my first Java program, automatically this also changes. Now, always remember that you have to check this box because, as mentioned in our module, every Java program should have a main class. Okay? Another item to be seen here is your project location. This tells us where we could locate or find our NetBeans project. In my case, it's under Users, Documents, and also the following box, that is the address of our project folder. As you can see, the project name is my first Java program, and it is also reflected under my NetBeans project. The name of my project here is my first Java program. So basically, this dialog box asks for your title and tells you where you could locate or find your Java programs. So let's begin by clicking Finish. So there we have it. This is our integrated development environment. On your left part, upper left part, we have our projects window. You could see the directories of our projects. On the lower left part, we have our navigator box, and on this right part is our working area. As you can see, our working area consists of default, such as it has comments. This is also discussed in our module. So comments help you understand codes that you have written. It aids or helps in the aspect of readability, which is also discussed in our module. So it tells us that we have a package named my first Java program, which is this one. This is our package, and we have a public class, my first Java program. Again, that is what we named our class. And we also have this one, the public static void main, which is discussed on your module. So for our first program, we will have to do an activity. Okay, so the instruction here is to create a Java class that displays the statement, "Welcome to Java programming." Again, if you have read our module, let's first create our pseudo code. Okay, so what is a pseudo code? A pseudo code consists of short English phrases, and it is used to explain tasks within a program's algorithm. So in short, it's a list on how you could achieve your output. And our desired output is to create a Java class that will display welcome to Java programming. So how could we attain that output? So this is our pseudocode. The first thing to do is to create a Java class. We have done it already. Then the second thing to do is to create a statement, welcome to Java programming. And the last thing to do is to display that statement. So we're going to display that statement using System.out.print. So there are three forms of System.out.print. We have System.out.print, we have System.out.println, and we have System.out.printf. So this will be the syntax to be used in order for us to display a statement in Java programming. So let's go back to our IDE. So we could do that by inserting codes inside our main class. So our main class is indicated by the two curly braces. So we will place our code inside our main class. So as I've mentioned, I'm going to use System.out.print. For now, I'm going to use println. Okay, so the only difference of print and println is the precedence of the next line. So ln stands for next line. Okay, so in our pseudocode, we have to create a statement, welcome to Java programming. So I will place the statement inside the close and open parentheses, and since our statement is a string constant, string is a type of data, so since it's a string constant, I have to enclose it with double quotations, and I will type welcome to Java programming. If you notice, our statement here has a red underline. If you check our exclamation point here, it says that it is expecting a semicolon. So remember guys, it is also mentioned in the module that you always end your statements in Java with a semicolon. So we will now end it with a semicolon, and automatically our compiler or our IDE will remove the red underline. Now you should also remember that in Java programming, Java is case sensitive. When we say case sensitive, this capital S here, if I have mistakenly typed small s, it will result into an error. So you have to be careful in your typing. Again, Java is case sensitive. So I'm going to change that to capital S again. Now, we are now ready to run our first Java code. Since we do not see any error, so we could run our first Java code by clicking the play button, the upper part, or we could right click our source code and click run file. So let's execute our first program. So a dialog box will appear below, and it will display our output here, which is welcome to Java programming. So this is how you create a Java program in Netbeans. So always remember, our first basic syntax or command that we have used is System.out.print ln. Okay? On the module, the explanation of the keywords public, static, void, main, string, and arguments are explained in our module. So, I'll see you on the next video tutorial. Hopefully, you could also run your first Java program. Magandang araw!